Good morning to all. Today we will see Hall effect in semiconductor physics. Why Hall effect? To determine the number of charge carriers and mobilities, to find the majority charge carriers, and to distinguish p-type and n-type semiconductors, to get the information about the sign of charge carriers. What is Hall effect? When a magnetic field is applied to a current carrying conductor in a direction perpendicular to that of flow of current, a potential difference or transverse electric field is created across the conductor, which is shown in figure. This phenomenon is Hall effect, and the voltage is produced is Hall voltage. Now we'll see Hall effect in n-type semiconductor. If the magnetic field is applied to an n-type semiconductor, both free electrons and holes are pushed down towards the bottom surface of the n-type semiconductor. Since the holes are negligible in n-type semiconductor, so the free electrons are mostly accumulated at the bottom surface of the n-type semiconductor. This produces a negative charge on the bottom surface with an equal amount of positive charge on the upper surface. So, in n-type semiconductor, the bottom surface is negatively charged and the upper surface is positively charged. As a result, the potential difference is developed between the upper and bottom surface of the n-type semiconductor. In n-type semiconductor, the electric field is primarily produced due to negatively charged free electrons. So, the Hall voltage produced in the n-type semiconductor is negative. Now, we'll move on to Hall effect in p-type semiconductor. If the magnetic field is applied to a p-type semiconductor, the majority carriers, that is holes, and minority carriers, that is free electrons, are pushed down towards the bottom surface of the p-type semiconductor. In the p-type semiconductor, free electrons are negligible. So, holes are mostly accumulated at the bottom surface of the p-type semiconductor. So, in the p-type semiconductor, the bottom surface is positively charged and the upper surface is negatively charged. As a result, the potential difference is developed between the upper and bottom surface of the p-type semiconductor. In n-type semiconductor, the electric field is primarily produced due to the positively charged holes. So, the Hall voltage produced in p-type semiconductor is positive. This leads to the fact that the produced electric field is having a direction in the y direction. Now we'll move on to Hall effect in p-type and n-type semiconductor derivations. Downward force experienced by the electron is BeV, where B is applied magnetic field. Upward force acting on each electron is E into EH, where EH is Hall field. At equilibrium condition, downward force is equal to upward force. That is, equation 1 is equal to equation 2. So, EH is equal to B into V. Now, current density, that is Jx is equal to minus N into E into V, where N is number of charge carriers. From that, we have find what is RH. RH is equal to minus 1 divided by Ne. That is equal to EH divided by Jx into B, where RH is Hall coefficient, EH is Hall field, Jx is current density, and B is applied magnetic field. Negative sign indicates the direction of electric field. In case of p-type semiconductors, RH is equal to 1 divided by Pe, where P is charge of protons. Now, we'll move to Hall coefficient. Hall voltage is the product of Hall field and thickness of the sample. So, VH is equal to RH Jx B into T, where B and T are breadth and thickness of the sample respectively. So, VH is equal to RH into Ix into B divided by B, where Hall coefficient RH is equal to product of Hall voltage and breadth of the sample divided by applied current and magnetic field. Now we'll see how the Hall coefficient is determined. A semiconductor sample is taken in the form of rectangular slab. A suitable current is passed into the sample. Now the sample is placed in between the poles of an electromagnet. Now magnetic field is also applied. Hall voltage is developed due to Hall effect. This voltage is measured by two probes and the Hall coefficient is measured by measuring the Hall voltage. Applications. It is used to find whether a semiconductor is N-type or P-type and to find carrier concentration. It is used to calculate the mobility of charge carriers and conductivity, and also it is used to measure the power and strength of the magnetic field. Thank you.